Hi everyone, I'm Elena and welcome to Makeup Fabulousness. Today I'm going to be featuring Glamour Doll Eyes eyeshadow and blush as the tutorial features. And I'm going to work and show you how you get this rose gold halo effect using glitter, loose pigments, and loose shadows. So tune in and we will get started shortly. Thank you. Hi guys, I'm Elena and welcome to Makeup Fabulousness. Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial featuring Glamour Doll Eyes. Now some of you may remember the haul that I did a few weeks ago, and I actually was going to put out a tutorial before then, but I had an unfortunate incident with NYX glitter primer. It wound up burning my eyes, so I guess I'm a sensitive eye type of person. So if anybody would like the glitter primer, let me know and I will send it to you, because it's just not for me, but that doesn't mean it's for everybody. So anyways, I decided to reshoot the video and I'm going to do a tutorial including eyes, cheeks, and lips. I've already primed and ready to go to cut down on some time, and I'm taking a break in between watching the Olympics to do this. So although I was a little disappointed because they're really not featuring gymnastics tonight, but hey, you can't have everything. So let's get started. First what I'm going to do is I have the base that I've done, which was Tarte. So I'm going to give myself a base color by using Skeletina. Now this is nice because it's a taupe, so I'm only going to do it like up to the crease. So I'm going to take my C brush and just kind of by out and just basically work from base to crease to get it a nice base down. And it's a little darker, which is true, which will make things pop a little bit. But I really like this. It's such a beautiful taupe. And for all you fair-haired girls out there, and fair-skinned girls who can't find a good contour, I think this would make a great contour because it's light enough. And you just have to use the right brush in order to get it and just get away, and then I'm going to work it more into the crease so that it'll be an awesome transition. Okay, so now that I have the base laid down, just make sure I have it blended. Okay, now that I have the base laid down, I'm going to put a little highlight in, and for that I'm going to take this color called Carbon Copy. Oops, that's a Carbon Copy. That is Heedless. This one's Carbon Copy right here. And I'm going to take a fine brush and just this little rounded brush, and I'm going to take some liquid primer. I found this liquid primer by Makeup Revolution, and just dab a little bit on my finger. And just dab it and tap it across the brow bone, just where I want the highlight to show. It doesn't have to be everywhere. And then I'm just going to gently tap this in there, which I'll have to use my mirror for. So when working with pigments, you just want to just lightly skim over the top, tap off the excess since it's loose, and just tap it right in there on the wet part. The glitter in this is really, really fine, but when you do use it with a wet surface, it does give you like more coverage. As you can see right here, it's giving me more sparkle, but it's not overly sparkly. And then it works well with the Skeletina because the Skeletina is a matte blush. You just do it right over here. It grips the eyeshadow. One thing about these liquid primers, they're really nice. They really grip the eyeshadow. Not that the regular ones don't, but with the glitter you have a lot more fallout, like right underneath. So we are good with that. Now I'm going to go ahead and work on the eye itself. So I want to lighten this a little bit. So I'm going to take this Miss Monroe, which is actually a highlighter, and I'm just going to use this to lighten up the bottom to make the color pop a little bit more, and just work it across. It's a beautiful matte. There's no sparkle at all. It's just like a baby pink blush. So, and then I'm going to put that down for a sec, and then blend that with my, I have this blender brush that I've had for years. It's by Sonia Kashuk, and it's called the Super Blender. No, I bought this so long ago that I just really love it. You can tell this one's a little bit lighter than this one, so I'm going to just touch a little bit more on there. You have to be so careful with these, because one second you're putting them on, the next second they're on the floor. So, but if you're up for the challenge, I definitely recommend it. It's something that pushes you out of your comfort zone, and in the end yields more creativity. Okay, I'm just gonna get that and blend it again, very gently. Okay, now for color. So I found that these colors tend to really pop with the liquid primer. So I'm gonna pat this across my eye. I'm going to have to work very quick to get this effect. What I'm going to do is create a halo effect with the darker color Heedless heart on the corners and the brighter color bunny heart in the middle. Now, one is more of a rose gold and the other is more of a like coppery color or orangey copper. So you have to work quick. So what I want to do is take my smaller brush, which is right here. All these are Echo tools, by the way. I don't know, guys. I've tried different brushes, and I keep coming back to these. What can I tell you? All right, so I'm going to get the corner and put the dark just very lightly and tap it. And do the same on the other side. And just be careful that you don't over tap. And that's another nice thing about using wet liner or wet primer. You're less likely to have fallout. And just make sure that you have it where you want it. Okay, work on the other, outer corner. Make a little trail. Now we'll have to go back and clean that up. I tried this before and I absolutely hated it. So you guys are getting the redone version. Alright, next what I'm going to do is take the bunny heart and just tap it across the middle and pack it in with this brush because I want it to really stand out. And just make it so that it's nice and consistent. And eventually it'll just blend into the other two colors. Okay, and then you notice that it was going a little bit all over the place, so I'm just going to take this fine brush and put a little bit of Marilyn Monroe above it, just to bring it back to normal. It blends in with the Skeletina, but it gives you a little highlight. And really, guys, a lot of this is just trial and error. I don't want to blend that one. Here's my blender brush. And just blend slightly, but don't over blend. That's my biggest problem. I get a little bit crazy and over blend. Okay, that's done. So now I'm going to work on the eyes, and I really want my eyes to pop, so I want to give it a dramatic look. So I'm going to use this e.l.f. liquid liner. Look at how big the handle is compared to the bottle. I always get a kick out of that. Now, I've had a lot of trouble with this, so just bear with me. And the idea with liquid liner is just to create a smooth line. Don't let yourself get shaky. And I want to really glam this out, since it is called Glamour Doll Eyes. So I'm going to go back and put on lashes in a little bit, but in the meantime, I just want to work on a good, nice, even line. And we're not winging it, guys. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to have to go back and fix that. Hold that thought 1 second. I'm going to just tap on some base over this just to get out the little. So it's amazing, guys. Base will work just as well. And then I want to even these eyes out. This one's a little bit thicker than this one because, as you know, you always work better with one eye than the other, especially when it comes to liquid liner. So time to even this out, so it'll be 1 sec. I'll be right back. Alright, that's something I feel a lot better about. Next, what I'm going to do is use the Blackest Lashes Mascara by Prestige. I actually found this after Christmas, and I love the brush on this. Look at that. There are absolutely no clumps. And that's why I love these natural brushes. I know that the plastic ones are all the rage these days, but I don't know. A nice fluffy mascara brush, for me, really lifts and separates my lashes and gives me fullness. And no clumps. That's all I want from the mascara, guys, really. Okay, so as you can see, this is really good, but we need something to tie this look together. So what I'm going to do is take my Heedless Heart, and I'm just going to take a tiny precision brush and just to tie the halo effect together. So I'm going to just do that very daintily. And I'm going to use this to just kind of go underneath. I think I'm going to wet this. It should work better. You don't have to have it super wet, guys. You really don't. And just remember, think of this half experimenting and half just taking chances. And this will bring it all together too. And need this more wetted down. So I find that this glitter eyeshadow, or the eyeshadow that's really highly faceted, really works best wet. You get, as you can see right here, you get such nice, you get so much more intense color, because you look at these things and you're like, wow, that's a lot of pigment. But when you put it on, you really have to layer it. And when you use a wet brush, like what I'm doing here, it makes it stick better, and then you don't get all the fallout going with it. I'm getting a little bit, but it's glitter. It's to be expected. There we go. And then I'm going to smudge that out by just using a fine brush and just tapping it. Well, this isn't fine, but it's good enough for smudging. Okay, there we go. Now, last thing I want to do, a couple more things actually. I'm going to take the blush brush. This one is a retractable one, which is nice. It's by Eylure. Now, at one time I thought she was cruelty-free, but I don't know. She's on the fence, so she's like, try it if you must. But I'm just gonna blush this Ancient Grudge color. It's such a pretty peachy pink across the apples of my cheeks. But it's not I mean, I have to assume she didn't test the brushes on animals. You know, they'll test the ingredients sometimes and they'll say, oh, we don't test on animals, but they do. And you don't find out until you bought it. Alright, so as you can see, it's a nice little glow of color. Very easy to apply, especially when you're using a good blush brush. Lastly, I can't forget my lips. And I'm going to do that really quickly. And this little kabuki brush, and it can just blend it out too. So do that too. It gives me a little bit. So I have this NYX Ombre Lip Duo. Now it's really funny. They tell you to wear more of the dark color, but then you have the light color in the middle. So I guess it gives you liberties. I love wearing the colors separate, but for this, I think it'll work well as an ombre effect. So first you gotta line it, and then you can fill it in. And how I like to do it is work from the outside in. Now, one of the things you want to do is make sure you're moisturized before doing this. It makes it so much easier with the application. But don't over moisturize. Sorry to everybody who's seeing the inside of my mouth. Okay, so that part is done, and then I'm going to take this part and layer over it, especially the part where I didn't get with the lip liner. And even if you get a little bit of the lip liner mixed in, it still gives you a nice ombre effect. But frankly, these are better, I think, by themselves. I can't explain it, guys. They just are. Okay, I will be back with some new lashes, and then you'll be done. So hang tight. Okay, so this is the finished look. As you can see, the eyelashes came on great. And I'm so glad I didn't have you guys watch me do that. It would have taken me forever. But this is the look, and just remember, Glamour Doll Eyes is the makeup. It gives you a nice, fresh look, and you can work with glitter even if you are older. Don't be intimidated by it. You just have to know how to layer it. So, thank you for joining me. If you'd like to see more videos like this, hit like or subscribe. And I thank you all for being here. Okay, we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.